The Fall of Mr. Boot. Mr. Boot was the kind of man people pointed at with admiration. A tall, sharply dressed banker with a commanding presence. He lived in one of the most elegant houses in the upscale district of city. His lawn was always perfectly trimmed. His cars glistened in the morning sun, and his children attended the best schools in the country. To his neighbors, he was the picture of success. To his colleagues, he was the model of professionalism. Disciplined, punctual, and the very definition of trustworthiness. Many young bankers at the firm aspired to be like him. He spoke little, smiled often, and when he did speak, people listened. Mr. Boot had built a life that many envied. Summer vacations in exotic countries, designer suits, exclusive golf club memberships. No one questioned it. After all, he had worked hard, or so they thought. By his side at work was Madame Jingle, his personal assistant, efficient, quiet, and always impeccably dressed. She managed Mr. Boot's schedules with robotic precision. People assumed they were close simply because of their working relationship. But behind the closed doors of that large bank, Mr. Boot and Madame Jingle shared a secret, a dark, profitable secret. The secret heist in their years of working at the bank. Mr. Boot and Madame Jingle had discovered a loophole, one few would dare to imagine, let alone exploit. Whenever a client with a large bank account died, it sometimes took months, even years, for the family to begin the process of accessing the account. Some had no family at all. Some had overseas relatives. In that time gap, Mr. Boot and Madame Jingle began to act. They would quietly move the funds from the deceased client's account into a ghost account they controlled. From there, they would gradually siphon off the money in bits. Nothing flashy, nothing sudden, just slow and steady theft, hidden behind layers of forged documents and manipulated systems. It started with one account, a widower who had no children and no next of kin. Then another, and then another. Over the years, their secret wealth grew like wildfire. They bought properties in other countries under fake names. They lived large, but never too large to attract suspicion. No one suspected a thing until they touched Mr. Cryer's account. The mistake. Mr. Cryer was a well-known businessman who had banked with Mr. Boot's firm for over a decade. He had a personal account holding millions, set aside for retirement. But one tragic day, news broke of a plane crash, and Mr. Cryer's name appeared on the passenger manifest. It was a mistake. Mr. Cryer had booked the flight, yes, but he had missed it due to a business meeting that ran late. The plane did crash, and all on board perished. So naturally, people assumed he had died. As usual, Madame Jingle flagged his account, and within days, the siphoning began. But 2 months later, Mr. Cryer walked into the bank, very much alive. "I need to make a transfer," he said, placing his ID on the desk. The young banker attending to him went pale. The screen showed an account balance of 0. "One moment, sir. Let me get my manager." The matter escalated quickly. Investigations were launched. Mr. Boot was called in. He appeared calm, even offered to look into it personally. But these things didn't go as planned. Mr. Cryer, being a powerful figure with legal muscle and connections, pushed for a forensic audit. And that audit opened a Pandora's box. Unraveling. Digital trails led to the ghost account. From the ghost account, funds had been routed to real estate companies, car dealerships, and foreign investments, all connected to one name, Mr. Boot. And from that same ghost account, regular payments were traced to a second name, Madame Jingle. Shock spread like a thunderclap across the banking world. The man hailed as a symbol of trust was a thief, the quiet assistant, an accomplice. The bank's board moved swiftly. Both were arrested. Their assets were frozen. Their luxurious home was repossessed. Cars were towed. Vacation homes were seized. News of the scandal made headlines for weeks. Bankers stole from the dead. In court, Mr. Boot tried to look composed, but the shame was too much. Former colleagues avoided his gaze. Neighbors who once waved now turned their backs. His wife filed for divorce. His children changed schools to escape the shame. Madame Jingle, once calm and in control, wept openly during her sentencing. Téléson. From prison, Mr. Boot wrote a letter that was later published by a financial ethics journal. It read, in part, "The dead may not speak, but the truth always finds a voice. What we buried in silence has been shouted from the rooftops. I lost everything, not because I didn't ebvy in Owug, but because I wanted more than I deserved." And so ended the tale of a man who had it all: respect, wealth, a good life, but traded it for stolen riches. Today, the bank has a plaque in its ethics training room that reads, "Integrity is what you do when no one is watching, but someone always is."